Welcome back, everyone. OLIGHT has just dropped a great new light out there on the market. This is the BATON 4 Pro, and in this video, as we always do, we go out and we do real-world testing out in the mountains so you can see all the different capabilities of this light. We'll go through all the different light settings, just how powerful they are, what they look like in real-world conditions. Then we'll come back here to the workbench. We'll go over all the features, capabilities. So we've got our BATON 4 Pro here, and we'll go ahead and start with the tail switch here in our demo out here in the mountains. And let's go ahead and just activate it real quick with our thumb. And so the nice thing with this is you just hold down the button as long as you want the light to be on, and then you take your thumb off or your finger, and however you want to activate it, and there we go. So you can control basically when the light comes on or off. If you just want to turn it on, just hit the button real quick and on it goes. So it goes to high mode, and that's what it defaults to. So high mode, you could still, high mode works great. Look at how far it reaches out all the way past the building there easily, lights up the whole building, everything. And we're probably about, right now where we're at, we're about 40 to 50 yards away from the building there. So pretty good overall. Now, if we want to go to turbo mode, quick double press here, and now it shoots up to turbo mode, and now we're really lighting it up here. And, with turbo, we can really pick up a lot of stuff. And turbo, a lot of times people knock turbo, but turbo is a good mode for, let's say if you arrive on a scene or whatever, where you want to take everything in and you want to kind of figure out maybe what's going on, something like that. The turbo mode is useful for, oh, I need to put a lot of light out into this area right now. Quick double press, and okay, now I can kind of take in everything in terms of what might be going on here, and there we go. So that's perfect for that. Then let's go ahead and switch to the side switch here. So with the side switch, again, one click, we'll go ahead and turn it on. Now this is the low mode here. If we want to adjust the brightness, we hold down the side switch, and there we go, we step it up, and we can go ahead. You can see how it will cycle through as long as you hold your finger down there on the button. And when we reach a mode that we want, we just stop. Simple as that. Now, if we need turbo mode, it's going to be a quick double press. And there we go, right into turbo mode with the side switch. And again, turbo lighting up everything. And then if we need to do strobe, where if we need to signal or something like that, or disorient something, it's going to be a quick triple press here. And there we go. And so you should also, I picked up on the drone what the strobe looks like. And so this is definitely pretty potent for signaling as well. So if you were trying to, get someone's attention across the valley, or, someone's a good distance away, or you're trying to signal, maybe a drone or helicopter's out looking for you and you need to signal, this definitely, puts out definitely a lot of strobe action out there. So pretty potent there. Here we'll go ahead and do a quick look up the mountain here. And there we go, lighting everything up. So one of the nice things with this is the beam. It has a really nice wide kind of central beam, but it also does put out some extra light out there to the side, which is useful as well, just to kind of get your bearings, especially if you're walking along on uneven terrain or something like that. Let's take a look here at our BATON 4 Pro close up here. And so let's go from the top to the bottom. First thing is that we've got a nice tempered glass lens here. I have found an experience with all of OLIGHT's products that I've used over the years. The lens quality is always great in terms of durability and scratch resistance. So that's good. There's a clip here. It looks like you can remove the clip if you so desire, but there's a nice long clip, and you can use it one of two ways. You can clip it up through here, or you can clip it underneath here. It's got a bit of tension to it, so that's good, and it's also nice and long. That's one nice thing with OLIGHT. They've been putting these nice long clips on, which I think helps to keep it from popping off, if you clip it to a pocket or whatever it might be. And we have a nice knurled kind of grip here, which is great because this is a little bit of a smaller light compared to like a Seeker 4 Pro. So especially if you have bigger hands, you want to have like a good grip on it. And so definitely with the way they have it kind of stippled and knurled there, you know, just gives you really good grip. So that's a great thing. Options for charging here, one of which is we have the OLIGHT magnetic cord that attaches, and then you can just plug this into standard USB outlet. And so, you know, a lot of folks are used to using that over time. Pretty much it glows red whenever it needs charge, green whenever it's good to go. The nice thing is recently they've been building in a lot of their lights also the option for USB-C charging. So with USB-C these days, many cell phones use that. Most cell phones, or all cell phones these days, are moving to that. And that is just very simple to plug in and go ahead and get it charged up. And the last option here that you have is also, if you really, really want to, you don't have to, but this is also like, let's say for instance, you're taking a long trip, something like that, out into the woods, and you want some redundancy or a backup in case you want to, you know, you use too much battery power or whatever it is, you can just pop the battery out. And we have a kind of a 18650 lithium battery. These are out there available and they're rechargeable, of course. And so you can always hot swap the battery if you want. Now, of course, we have our tactical tail cap here, so you can do a momentary on and off simply by holding down and then letting go whenever you want. We can go to high mode just by pressing it, and then also too, we can do turbo mode with a quick double press if we need turbo. The side switch here is a couple of different functions with this. We have our standard on and off there, and if we need to adjust the brightness, we just hold it down and cycle through until we get to the brightness level we want. And then the other thing that we have is lockout mode. Now, especially with a lot of these lights, now that they're getting a lot more powerful these days and all that, and they put out, you know, a lot of light and also too some heat. So if you're going to just throw this in a bag or something like that, not going to use it for a while, it's a good idea to put it into lockout mode. Right above here, there is a little lockout symbol. So to activate that, you simply hold down the button until you see that light up. And then once you do, you can go ahead and take your finger off. And then when you go to press the button, nothing happens. If you need to get it out of lockout mode, simply hold it down until you see it light up here, and then we are back in business. It starts out in moonlight mode, and then back in business you go. In the end, folks, after going out and using this for several evenings, the BATON 4 Pro, I have found, just like in the past when I have previous experience with BATON products, just a great light. And also too, a lot of power in one package here that's not, you know, excessively big or anything like that. This is easy to fit into a pocket, something along those lines, even attached to a baseball cap, you know, also. So there's a lot of different kind of uses for this. And as you could probably see in the video, it really puts out a ton of light and does a great job with that. I'll put this, the data up on the screen somewhere in the video for the battery life and how long it lasts. But I found myself being pretty impressed with the battery life. Whenever I was out testing it, I expected it to kind of go down a bit more than it did, and it did a great job of really kind of, you know, staying up at that higher or turbo level with all the use I was putting it through. I like the fact that there's several options for charging with USB-C, and then also too the magnetic tail caps. So I got options for that. And I like the fact that they give you that duality there with the tail switch and then also the side switch. Everything is easy to activate, easy to remember, you know, like momentary on and off, just a quick hit for high beam. And then also too, if you want to go to turbo, just that quick double hit like on the tail switch. So everything is easy to remember in terms of how you use it and all that. So all in all, a great product. Definitely check it out, folks. And we'll also do a video coming up soon with a comparison between the BATON 4 Pro and the BATON Ultra. So look for that.